And as we get set here, to my right, Coleman Barr singing his country tunes as he does. Coleman, your voice is melodic and soothing. As we get set, Blues ready here. They're taking on the Royal Seco Saints down here in sunny Pasadena, California. To my left, Grace, as always, Grace Roman in the house doing her thing, hanging out, not singing the national anthem, bumming us all out as the first pitch. So Noah Taylor's been outside for ball 1-0. Blues are going to face Blake Beers on the mound for the Arroyo Seco Saints, the right-hander. As he winds and throws his 1-0 offering to Taylor, leadoff man. So he swung on, popped up on the infield playable. Shortstop's going to call for it, and he will make the catch. So Angelo Armendia with the first play of the game for out number 1. With one gone, Jay Charleston will come to the plate. Charleston, the two-hitter in the order out there in center field. Behind him, Brian Klein, of course, per usual, in the 3 spot, playing second base. Lipsius, the first baseman, hits cleanup. Matt Anderson behind the plate will bat 5th. Blaine Jones over at 3rd will hit 6th. Justin Lutz has the designated hitter responsibilities, which leaves Austin Chastain out and left, and Dane Stankiewicz, the shortstop today. That's your Blues lineup. Cole Tucker is going to be the battery mate of Matt Anderson today as the Blues look to take this one game down here against the Saints as Charleston shows bunt, pulls it back. Catcher Nate will hold on to it. It's a ball 1-0. So Blues with some days off, played on Tuesday down in Compton, California, pulled out the win. I was not there because I was not told that the game was happening. Cole, your thoughts? Cole was there. As that pitch is going to be called a strike. 1-1. Cole, we spent all this time together, and you forget to go, hey, where's the other intern on the bus? You hate to see it, Cole. The 1-1 offering here to Jay Charleston's a fastball foul back 1-2. I didn't mind necessarily. I did get a free day off on accident. Cole kept people up to date with his stats, so we at least had someone down there to document that the game occurred. It was kind of, if Coleman, if you weren't there, it would have been like if a tree falls in the forest. Would anybody around to hear it? Does it make a sound? These are the questions we need answered. With a 1-2 pitch on the way to Charleston's hit back a little bit, snared by the pitcher Beers as he flips it on to first in time. So nice play there by the pitcher, fielding his position for out number 2. With 2 gone, Brian Klein will come to the plate as Klein hits. Nobody on, 2 outs. So we have an interesting ballpark here today at the Saints field, at the right field. Down the line, 345. Center is just a pedestrian 364 to straightaway center field, but down the left field line's 374. So this place favors lefties and right-handers that can take it back up the middle with some pop. As it is very cavernous down the left field line, but definitely good for some triples if someone can pull one, as it's a 1-0 count here to Brian as the first pitch misses low and in. Now Beers winds and throws is 1-0 offering a nice curveball there that drops in on the outer half to even the count at 1-1 as that had some nice break on it. If you're the Saints, this is where you want to face Klein with nobody on and 2 outs for the Texas Tech infielder as the 1-1 offering to him on the way is a fastball swung on tap foul at the plate. And the count moves to 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. Waiting on deck is Luke Lipsius. He had a solid batting practice here today. So hopefully that translates to the game for him as the 1-2 pitch decline on the way. A fastball that runs a bit high in on the hands, 2-2. So Blues trying to make it 2 in a row on the road here. They won on Tuesday, looking to win today. We'll be back home for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then a couple more days off before we hit the road one more time as the pitch again on the way to Klein. A curveball that stays high, fouled straight back to the screen. And the count runs to 2-2. Coleman and I got some cribbage in on the bus. Had some solid games. I skunked Cole in game 1, but he came back in amazing fashion to somehow steal game 2 for me. It was heartbreaking, to say the least. Blues trying to steal a game on the road. Here's a 2-2 pitch. A fastball taken down the left field line, just foul as Klein was hunting extra bases there with a fastball up and away. Does the right thing going the other way with it. So count holds 2-2 as Klein waits. Left-handed hitter, right-hander Beers on the mound as Blake winds and throws his pitch on the way. Another curveball is going to be ripped into right field for a base hit. So Klein out and around that one. Horks it into right field on a line drive for a base hit. So Blues have a man on with 2 outs, and Luke Lipsius will get a chance to hit with a man on first and 2 outs. So 2 gone here. Klein gets aboard with a big 2-out single. Blues trying to maybe start something here in the opening frame of this ball game as Cole Tucker's looking for some runs on the board from his team early on, trying to give their starter a lead as Lipsius takes that fastball high 1-0. As Luke has had a solid season for the Blues so far at a University of Tennessee. And the count 1-0 is a pitch on the way here. A fastball a bit down, 2 balls and no strikes. Another intern that's made their way out here. Noah Scott is in the building. He's on the right side of our camera. He's the man with the hat, as you can see. The left side of your screen is that, the right side of your screen is that fastball's chopped foul at the plate. 1-1. Grace, everyone can see you. If they can't, they should. There's Grace. Grace's bubbly personality just pulls her into the spotlight of the camera. That fastball's a called strike. It's going to run this count even at 2-2. So we're having some fun here on the road. About a 3-hour drive down to Arroyo Seco from San Luis Obispo. As the 2-2 pitch to Lipsius on the way. A fastball swung on and missed as Beers just throws it right by him there. Inning over, side retired. Blues get a single, nothing more. We'll come back with the home half of the first. It'll be Cole Tucker out to the mound. He'll face Cameron Briggs to get things going when we return. It's true. As we jump back in here, home half of the first, Cole Tucker on the mound. A B was nearest, thankfully not a Wasp, so Coleman has not ran out of the stadium. He's still here, hanging around for now until the Wasps come. Then all bets are off as the first pitch is going to be fouled off, back out of play. In the words of Jim Siebert, kids, if you get that one, you can take that one home, courtesy of Noah Scott. and his Blues baseball hat. I've only sat next to Jim for 2 years. I should be able to know the foul ball routine he does as the 0-1 pitches a line drive over the head of Dane Stankiewicz. It tips just off his glove as he almost made an acrobatic play, but it's going to be a leadoff base hit for Cameron Briggs as he singles with nobody out. Now Angelo Armenia will come to the plate with a man on first and nobody out. Armenia, the shortstop for the Saints, bats from the left-hand side. A run on first, nobody gone, as Tucker will quickly work out of the stretch here. Blues looking for a good start out of Cole Tucker. He's struggled the last couple times out, not being able to get very deep into games as that pitch is swung on and missed. He's got 5 pitches. He goes fastball, curveball, changeup, sinker, slider as well. So plenty of pitches to work with. Just got to be able to hit his spots, miss barrels. Does the UC Riverside recruit as the right-hander's on the mound. A 0-1 count on Armenia right now. Looking for that ground ball double play. See if he can get it. His infield's playing for us. That fastball is going to run just a bit high. 1-1. Over at third base, Blues, Blaine Jones, even with a bag. Stankiewicz and Klein pinched up the middle. Lipsius holding the runner on at first. Outfield pretty straight up, slightly shaded toward left field due to the fact that the left field line is the deepest part of this ballpark. It's 374 to the left field line, only 364 to center. That's the 1-1 from Tucker on the way. A slide step and a pitch in the dirt there. Nice block by catcher Matt Anderson. It goes to 2-1. A fun fact about this field that we're going to keep our eyes open for, that Cole and I discovered as we showed up, is that the flagpole out in dead center field is in play. It's inside the fence. So if someone hits a ball off the top of the flagpole and it lands back in the field of play, it should not be a home run, as that fastball is going to miss outside. 3-1. So on the very off chance that someone just bullseyes that thing and it stays in, then they're going to have to keep running. I'm looking for someone to hit it, start jogging, tag them out if the Blues are on defense, and just stealing out from home run to out like that, as that fastball is going to run high, ball 4. So Tucker got first pitch strike, 4 balls after it. Walks Armenia. It's first and second, nobody out. And John Thomas, the first baseman, coming to the plate, as Thomas and the cleanup man, Nick Lacayo, are the two that did damage against the Blues when we saw the Saints back in San Luis Obispo. So got to be careful here, as Thomas, the left-handed hitter at the plate, has a knack for barreling the ball up. Thomas stands in the left-handed hitter, slightly open stance as Tucker from the stretch needs to attack the zone here as his first offering on the way. A fastball right down the middle is hit to center field as Jay can't find it. Now he does. He's back to the warning track, leaps up, makes the catch. Tagging from second and heading to third is Armenia. So a long and loud out number 1. Cameron Briggs down to third. Armenia was over at second, had to retreat back to first. So a fly ball for out number 1 as that sun is right in the eyes of the Blues center fielder Jay Charleston, as thankfully he was able to find that ball in the sky. So now it's runners at the corners, only 1 gone. Nick Lacayo at the plate, the catcher for the Saints, has the first RBI chance of the day with a man at third and only 1 gone. Blues looking for an inning-ending double play here, try to strand the runner at third if they can. It's Tucker with a big at-bat here early on in this game. Is his first pitch, curveball for a strike, as it's a good one there to jump ahead. A little 12-6 breaking ball. Jumps him ahead in this count, 0-1. So Tucker and his catcher, Matt Anderson, need to work well together today if they want to navigate this lineup of the Saints. As the 0-1 offering from Tucker on the way here as he comes to play. Curveball popped up on the infield playable. That's what you're looking for from Cole Tucker, as Lipsius underneath it will make the catch for out number 2. A huge out number 2 there. Infield fly does not get anywhere near deep enough with that foul ball, with that fly ball, to get someone to tag up. So Lacayo's at bat sends him back to the dugout with nothing to show. So runners at the corners, Drew Cowley at the plate, the second baseman, another left-handed hitter here, as the Blues are 1 out away from getting out of this inning with no permanent damage, as the first offering to Cowley on the way. A fastball swung on, fouled straight back, 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike here, as Cole Tucker trying to dance out of trouble here in the first inning after allowing a single and then a walk. As his 0-1 offering on the way to Cowley Harris. Tucker with a long hold, now to the plate. Curveball tapped down the first baseline, foul, 0-2. So Tucker way ahead here, no balls, 2 strikes. Zoe McGlynn in the building, making her presence very well known. It's all right, Zoe. Happens to the best of us, absolutely. The 0-2 offering from Tucker on the way. Fastball just a bit outside. Taken for a ball, 1-2. You guys can talk. It's absolutely fine to live your lives. Just letting Zoe know that she can live as a human being in the environment. As the 1-2 pitch on the way, a bit outside there, 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tucker got ahead of Cowley 0-2. A couple close fastballs trying to get him to swing. Does not go with it. Now his 2-2 offering on the way. Another fastball's going to be hit into left center field fairly well. Back is Chastain, still going back. And that ball's going to be over his head and off the base of the wall. A pair of runs are going to score. And it's going to be a 2-out, 2 RBI double for Drew Cowley. As he got a fastball elevated up and away. Takes it the other way to left field. Chastain, a long run. That outfield fence is deep out there in left field. He got close to it, just unable to haul it in. So a pair of RBIs for Cowley. It's a 2-0 Saints lead here in the first as Cole Tucker, oh so close to getting out of this inning with no damage done. As now Brennan McKenzie, the right fielder, will come to the plate. The man on second and 2 outs. So tough sledding there for Tucker as he got Cowley 0-2. Went it with a couple fastballs off the plate, couldn't get him to swing. And then he tried to go up and away in the zone, and Cowley jumped all over that one. And just like that, it's a 2-0 Saints lead as he fires a strike to McKenzie, 0-1. So now Tucker trying to limit the damage, just a pair of runs here. As Tucker readies with his 0-1 offering out of the stretch, takes a look to second, now to the plate, breaking ball in the dirt. Anderson keeps it in front, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, the count here is Tucker looks in, gets the sign from Anderson here. Anderson sets up on the outer half of the plate as McKenzie readies. Pitch on the way. A fastball hums the outside corner right on the black. Nice little 2-seam action on it. Keeps it on the plate for a called strike, 1-2. So Blues in the top of the second will have Anderson, Jones, and Lutz due up as they're going to look to even this game back up here right now. Tucker trying to keep it at just a 2-run inning. As the Saints set the table with their first 2 batters, finally able to cash in as that curveball is going to be laced down the third base line, but foul as it just hooks about a foot too far. And the count remains 1-2. So Brendan McKenzie, the right fielder, at the plate, trying to keep the inning alive for the Saints. Tucker trying to extinguish this little burst of offense by the Arroyo Seco Saints. As the 1-2 offering from Cole Tucker on the way. Anderson sets up outside. Pitch on the way here. A fastball is going to be a ring him up and talk to me. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Brendan McKenzie down looking, but damage done as the Saints grab 2 here in the opening frame. It's a 2-0 Arroyo Seco Saints lead as we've played 1 inning. We'll be back with Anderson, Jones, and Lutz against Blake Beers when we hit the top of the second. As we get going to the top of the second, Coleman's roommate and the Blues catcher for the day, Matt Anderson, at the plate. As Matt waits, first pitch to him, swung on and missed, 0-1 as Blake Beers trying to get a big shutdown inning here in the early going as we're on the top of the second. Saints grab 2 in the opening frame to take a 2-0 lead. Blues going to try to answer back as Anderson, Jones, and Lutz are scheduled to come up here to get the top of the second going as Blake Beers on the mound. Allowed a single to climb, but nothing more. As he works here in the second, he winds and throws his 0-1 offering. Another fastball, same spot. This one is just going to be tapped foul by Anderson, 0-2. So a couple fastballs in on the hands of Anderson to get things started here in the second inning. We'll see if he sticks with that inside fastball or maybe if he tries to go soft away. Maybe a breaking ball in the dirt. Let's see what Beers goes with here. Ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Gets the sign from Lacayo. Now the pitch on the way. Fastball, this one a bit center cut. A bit of a mistake there as that one's going to be fouled off. Anderson just a tad underneath that one. Count will remain 0-2 as Grace fears for her car. So Grace fresh out of the body shop with her car that has air conditioning now, which she must have loved on her way down. we can discuss the financial aspects of this in between innings if Grace would like to get on and elaborate on the body shop work. As the count is now 1 ball, 2 strikes to Anderson here as Beers winds and throws his 1-2 offering, a fastball tap foul by Matt as it ricochets back into the field of play. And we'll get set for another 1-2 offering. So Anderson doing a good job here of at least making Beers use pitches in the early going as the Blues going to look to get into the bullpen of the Saints today. As Blake Beers gets the sign, now rocks and throws his 1-2 delivery, a fastball in on the hands. This one fought off by Anderson as he pulls it foul on the third baseline. And the count remains 1-2. So Matt Anderson steps back in, the catcher, trying to get something started here, batting ahead of Jones. Blaine Jones been one of the hotter hitters in the Blues lineup as of late. As that slider's going to be just off the plate. A good take there. It started on the outside corner, slides down and away, and the count runs even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's a 2-2 offering from Beers on the way. Fastball well out and away. Nice snag by Lacayo there as he pulls it in. Now the count runs full 3-2. So Anderson, a great at-bat so far, 0-2 to 3-2 as he's fought off a couple good pitchers' pitches by Beers. He stays alive. Now he waits. The full count delivery. Curveball swung on and missed. A nice breaking ball from Blake Beers there. It's a strike if Anderson didn't swing. So second punch out for Beers on the day. And with 1 gone, Blaine Jones comes to the plate. But a great at-bat by Matt Anderson. Even though it ends in a strikeout, he A, made Blake Beers use about 8 pitches in that at-bat. B, made him throw most of his arsenal. So a good at-bat here as the man behind him, Blaine Jones, got to see what Beers is throwing as he throws a first pitch curveball for a called strike to Jones, 0-1. As Jones waits the 0-1 offering to him, Beers working quickly, a fastball low as Lacayo picks it out of the dirt, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Lutz waits in the on-deck circle as the 1-1 offering to Jones, a fastball down and away, swung on and missed. A nice pitch there, right at the knees on the black, 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now as Beers gets the sign. Lacayo taps the ground, wants the ball in the dirt. The pitch on the way, chopped on the ground to short, fielded cleanly by the shortstop of the Saints. On to first just in time as Armenia with a nice throw there. A strong arm over at short, able to get Jones by a little less than a step as the 6-3 put out for out number 2 is recorded. Now Justin Lutz will come to play, the designated hitter. Tied for the team lead in home runs with 3, him and Murillo. As Lutz, this is his ballpark here, just a 345 to right, wind blowing a little bit as that fastball misses down and away from him, 1-0. Lutz not a big opposite field guy, and that's not a problem here. Fence is pretty deep, 375 down the left field line, but 364 to center. Lutz has had some monster fly balls to center field for the Blues, including a bomb to center field as well. His grand slam was to dead center as that fastball is a called strike, 1-1. So Justin looking to get something out toward right center field if he can. As the pitch on the way, fastball away. He flips this one down the left field lines, tailing toward the line on the run and making the catch will be the left fielder, Dalton Nay, for out number 3. So a 1-2-3 inning for Blake Beers, a big shutdown inning for the Saints starters. We'll go to the bottom half of the second. Nay, Peterson, and Jenkins, 7, 8, 9 due up. When we come back, Tucker's going to try to keep it at just a 2-0 deficit here in the early goings. Bottom half of the second set to go. First pitch from Cole Tucker. Close fastball, just a bit low there to Dalton Nay for a ball 1-0. Nay, the left fielder, made that catch on Lutz to end the top of the second. As Tucker working here against Nay. As Nay, the right-hander, waits. Pitch on the way. A fastball low in the dirt, 2-0. So 7, 8, 9 spots of the order due up for the Saints here. As Tucker's going to try to keep it at a 2-0 game here as the Saints grabbed a pair on the 2-out RBI double by Drew Cowley that plated 2 runners back in the first innings. That fastball misses low, close pitch, called a ball around the knees, but a bit low. So 3 balls and no strikes as Tucker winds and throws his 3-0 offering to Nay on the way. A fastball is going to be outside, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to start off the bottom of the second here to Dalton Nay. Now Tristan Peterson, the designated hitter, at the plate. A man at first and nobody out. As we're sitting in the stands today, hanging out, all the Blues interns that made the trip, kicking it around us. Don't know why they're dealing with me talking, but hey, take it while they can. This is the first offering to Tristan Peterson, the designated hitter, signed by Anderson. As Tucker sets large lead over there at first by Nay, not running. Fastball low and away, 1-0. But our computer, because of that, is plugged into nothing. So we've got about 2 hours of battery life here. Most likely this will not be an hour, 45-minute game, so we will have to move at some point. So if you see this camera moving, just remain calm. It's not an alien abduction. It's just us moving to the left side of the bleachers. Don't want to stress anyone out. You know, Cole, you're from Florida. You know all about that kind of thing. Don't want to stress people out about things they don't need to stress out about. It's the 1-0 offering from Tucker out of the stretch here. Fastball's going to be swung, lifted foul back toward the parking lot, out of play, 1-1 as Grace thought about taking off after it. She declines. So we're a half hour into this game so far. In the bottom of the second, runner on first, nobody out. Tucker looking for a ground ball. He's got a 1-1 count on the batter. Tristan Peterson, the designated hitter, on deck. The 9 spot, Jacob Jenkins, the center fielder, waits. Pitch on the way. Curveball for a strike. Locks up Peterson on the other half of the plate, 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count here is. Tucker waits, pitch on the way. Fastball just a bit inside, and count runs even at 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Peterson stands in, slightly open stance for the tall right-handed hitter as Tucker on the mound sets out his chest. His 2-2 offering on the way. Breaking ball. Can I help you, Tristan Peterson? Nah, just looking. As he gets caught watching a curveball for a called strike 3. First out of the inning, so 1 gone on the punch out by Tucker. His second strikeout looking of the game so far. And now Jacob Jenkins, the center fielder, who bats from the left side, will come to the plate with a man on first and 1 out. Top of the order, and Cameron Briggs looms in the on-deck circle. The first offer from Tucker on the way. Fastball showing bunt as Jenkins pulls it back. Called strike regardless. 0-1. So nice pitch by Tucker there. He jumps ahead in the count. No balls and 1 strike. It's a slight breeze here at Arroyo Seco. Nothing too drastic. Not the classic Sinsheimer right to left wind as that fastball's hit on the ground. Fouled on the third base line. Third base coach tries to make a play on it, but can't hang on. It's 0-2. So we're here in the shadow of the Rose Bowl, which is pretty cool. Just a 3.5-hour bus ride. As Tucker on the mound here sets his 0-2 delivery with a man on first on the way to Jacob Jenkins, who waits now a pick over, and diving back in at first base is Dalton Nay, who walked to start this inning off. Jacob Jenkins waits here at the plate. Left-handed hitter stands in the box. The 0-2 offering from Cole Tucker on the way. A breaking ball hit on the ground to second base. Klein's got it. Goes to second for 1. Stankiewicz on to first, just not in time as he double clutches. Couldn't quite get the ball out of his glove cleanly, so gets the lead runner, but nothing more. A fielder's choice in the books for Jenkins as he takes over the running duties at first base as Dalton A is a victim of the 4-6 putout. So with 2 gone and a man on first base, Cameron Briggs will come to the plate here. Blues close to a double play there. Klein has a nice turn. Stankiewicz made sure he had the bag, just took him 1 second too long to get the ball out of his glove. But a good job to make sure he got the lead runner there. Dane holding down the shortstop position ever so solidly as the first pitch to Cameron Briggs, a called strike on the fastball. In on the hands, 0-1. So a good start by Tucker here as he goes back through, or he gets prepared to, I should say, to go back through this lineup for a second time. Hopefully we'll only have to face Briggs here. As Cameron stands in. He singled on an 0-1 pitch his last time up, a line drive just over the head and over the outstretched glove of Dane Stankiewicz for a leadoff single. As the 0-1 to him, a breaking ball is going to run just a bit inside, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike the count here is Jenkins with his bright red batting gloves leads from first base. Lipsius holding. Tucker waits. Jenkins not with an aggressive lead, but a solid one at that. It's the 1-1 pitch. Tucker slide steps. Fastball's ripped foul down the first base line out of play. The count will move to 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on the third baseman, Cameron Briggs. Blues looking to get out of this inning with no damage done. Just a man at first, 2 gone. As Briggs stands in, Tucker waits. There's 1-2 offering on the way. See if he goes for that curveball. He does. It's a ball. The throw down to second as Jenkins takes off. Throw on the wrong side of the bag as it pulls Klein a bit too far toward the shortstop side, and sliding in safely will be Jacob Jenkins with a stolen base, so he gets himself in a scoring position there. It's that curveball outside, runs the count to 2-2 as Aaronson's throw had the timing just a bit to the left of second base, so Klein had to reach across his body, tried to bring the tag back, but just not in time as Jenkins with a pretty decent jump there, able to swipe second base. With a 2-2 pitch on the way from Cole Tucker as he sets and deals. A breaking ball here, just a bit high. Thought he had strike 3 looking. He was definitely down the middle of the plate, but just hung up a bit in the zone too much, so the count runs full 3-2. So a full count here, 3-2 as Cameron Briggs waits. Tucker sets, kicks, deals. Breaking ball is going to be a called strike 3. Briggs thought he had ball 4. Same pitch, just a bit lower in the zone. Tucker gets him looking. A 12-6 breaking ball there. So a couple of punch outs, 2 looking at curveballs as we will go to the top of the third inning. as Cole Tucker keeps it a 2-0 deficit, as it'll be Chastain, Stankiewicz, and then back to the top of the lineup for the Blues when we come back. So we get set at the top of the third inning. Austin Chastain at the plate to get things started. First pitch is going to be fouled off down the third base line, out of play, 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike on Chastain, as the 0-1 offering is going to be a fastball a bit down and in to the left-handed hitter, 1-1. Chastain waits. Blake Beers winds and throws. His 1-1 offering is going to be another fastball spiked in the dirt here, so 2-1 the count. Blues looking to get their leadoff man in Chastain on here. He can run a little bit. Second on the team in stolen bases of that. Breaking ball does not break, stays high. Chastain able to get out of the way. 3 balls and 1 strike the count here. It's the 3-1 offering on the way from Beers. A fastball going to be a called strike on the outside corner. The top of the zone. The count runs full, 3-2. Coleman does not like it. So the count runs full on Chastain here as Beers winds and throws his full count offering. A breaking ball fouled straight back to the screen. And the count holds at 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes as Chastain waits. Pitch on the way. Fastball low and in. Ball 4 checks his swing, of course. Chastain does not go, so he walks here to get things going as Dane Stankiewicz will come to the plate. A man on first. Nobody out as Dane gets set. Another left-handed batter here to face Blake Beers as Dane steps to the plate. Chastain at first. Blues trailing 2-0. Going to try to take a bite out of that lead. Maybe try to just cut it in half if they can here in the top of the third, as the first offering to Dane is going to be a pickoff to first instead. Chastain easily dives back in. He can get another step or 2 off the first base bag if he so chooses, as he's able to get back in pretty easily there. A modest lead for Chastain here. Stankiewicz digs in here. The first offering is going to be another pick over, and Chastain once again dives back in. So Blake Beers clearly concerned about the Blues running game, as Chastain is second on the team in stolen bases. As he leads from first base here. Dane, the left hand here at the plate, a bit up on the plate, trying to take on away that inside corner. As the first offering from Beers on the way here. As the fastball, a little 2-seam action on that inside corner, gets Stankiewicz to jump back. It's a called strike, 0-1. So Dane challenging Blake Beers to put a fastball on that inside corner and not hit him. So we'll see how that contest goes as Dane tries to wear one, as the 0-1 offering on the way from Beers. Fastball low and away. Chastain takes off the throw down to second. is not going to be in time. So Austin Chastain swipes second base. Blues have their man in scoring position now with nobody out. A 1-1 count as that pitch is a called ball. So now Danger's looking for a ground ball to the right side at a minimum here. Trying to get the runner to the third if you can. Looks like the Blues are going to have a pinch hitter. It's going to be Jack Kuzma in the on-deck circle. So we saw Noah Taylor walking out with an ice bag on one of his shoulders. Hope he's all right. That ball is a chopper on the ground toward the first baseman who picks it, fields it cleanly, flips it on to first in time. So Stankiewicz grounds out here. The 3-1 putout is the first out of the inning, but Chastain does get down to third base. So nice situational hitting by Dane Stankiewicz there just to simply get the runner to third base. As now Jack Kuzma comes to the plate here. So we saw Noah Taylor after his first at-bat walking around with ice on his shoulder. We hope he's all right. That curveball misses outside to Kuzma 1-0. So Taylor's day quickly done. As now Jack Kuzma will hit, and I assume play right field. It's the 1-0 offering to Jack's a fastball fouled straight back, sticks it into the fence. And the count goes to 1-1 as that was a good pitch to drive for Jack, just a bit underneath as he fouls it right back to the screen. He was right on it. So 1-1 the count on Kuzma here. Pitch on the way by Blake Beers is a fastball swung fouled off down the right field line out of play, and the count moves to 1-2. So big at bat here. Blues need Kuzma to put a ball in play, infield playing back. Ground ball anywhere but to the pitcher should get Chastain home. The 1-2 offering to Kuzma on the way here. Beers sets and deals. Fastball inside tapped out in front of the third base side of the mound. It's going to be an RBI, and the throw is going to be get away, and Kuzma is going to get down to second base. So a swinging bunt down the third base line. Third baseman for the Saints, Cameron Briggs, tries to barehand it, throw to first. It two seams on him too much, goes out of play. So it's going to be a single. Excuse me, it's going to be an RBI for Kuzma. The throwing error allows him to get to second. So an infield single for Kuzma. The E5 puts him on second base. Now Jay Charleston comes to the plate as Chastain's in. It's a 2-1 game as the Blues cut the Saints lead in half and have the tying run in scoring position over at second base. And Kuzma and Jay Charleston at the plate, who grounded out, hit a hard shot back up the middle, but it was snared by the pitcher on the one hop. As Charleston will look to find some outfield grass. First pitch to him. Another swinging bunt high chopper. Cameron Briggs has it. Field throws the first. Going to be just in time as he gets Charleston by a step for out number 2. So now runner on third is Kuzma down to third base on that play. Brian Klein at the plate. So Klein bats here. A man on third, 2 outs as Klein singled his last time up. Looking for more of the same as the game-tying run stands 90 feet away. First offering to Klein, a fastball swung pop foul out of play as Grace Roman again pops up thinking she might make a play, but declines. So 0-1 on Brian here as he looks for something to drive. The 0-1 offering on the way from Beers here. Fastball hit on the ground. Could get up the middle, and it will into center field. So a pair of singles for Klein on his day so far as he plates the game-tying run here in the top of the third as Kuzma comes home to score. It's a 2-2 game as Kuzma, an RBI single, just kind of pokes it off the end of the bat right back up the middle. Second baseman Drew Cowley unable to get there. Couldn't keep it on the infield, so the run comes in to score. And just like that, the Blues tied at 2. And now Luke Lipsius will hit with a man on first and 2 gone. First pitch to him, a fastball in on the hands, jams him real good. First baseman will field the slow roller as Thomas will take himself for out number 3. But the Blues tie the game up. Some big hits. The swinging bunt by Kuzma and the single up the middle by Brian Klein tied this ball game at 2. As we will come back with the bottom of the third. Blues going to look for a shutdown inning from Cole Tucker when we come back. So home half of the third set to go here. As it'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters in the Saints order due up. First pitch on the way. Fastball popped up out of play by Angelo Armenia for strike one. It'll be Armenia, Thomas, and Lacayo due up for the Saints here as the Blues tied it up. They got 2 runs in that top of the third inning. Now Tucker on trying to get a shutout and keep the game tied at 2 as we got a brand new ball game here in the bottom of the third. The 0-1 offering from Tucker. Fastball is going to be lifted into left field, playable as Chastain's going to come in, and he will make the catch for out number 1. So 1 gone here to open up the bottom of the third. Now John Thomas, he flew out to Jay Charleston out in center field for his first time up. It was the first out of the game, recorded by the Blues. As he bats here with 1 gone and nobody aboard, Lacayo will hit behind him. As Thomas, the left-handed hitter, got good wood on that fly ball, just a bit underneath it as Charleston was able to corral it. It's the first offering from Tucker here as he deals a fastball in there for a called strike, 0-1. It's Tucker working from the very most left side of the rubber. Interesting, most right-handers like to work from the right side of the rubber to create that angle. Try to make a bit more deception in their pitches. That curveball's going to hit John Thomas in the foot, so a hit by pitch allows Thomas to reach. So 1 on and 1 out. So Nick Lacayo will hit with a man on first and 1 out. But anyway, it's interesting because now when Tucker throws, since he's from the most left side of the rubber, from where he's standing, his arm comes right down the middle, which makes it a little more easier to see. Where if he was on the right side of the mound, throwing a little more across your body, but it creates a little more deception because it's picked that ball up just a bit later out of the hand of the pitcher. As that fastball misses a bit high, 1-0 to Nick Lacayo, who popped out to Lipsius for his first time up. As he bats with a man on first and 1 gone. Tucker has got that sinker in his arsenal. Might try to use it here, try to get a ground ball, induce a double play. As the 1-0 offering from Tucker on the way is a fastball in the outside corner. Down around the knees, evens this count up at 1-1 with a nice strike call there. As Lacayo, nothing you can do about it, just takes it. Allows Tucker to even the count at 1-1. As the 1-1 offering from Tucker on the way here. Thomas leads from first, not going as that curveball's going to be tapped foul as it rolls toward the third base coach's box, 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here is Lacayo stands in now, gets the signs from his coach, ready to hit. Anderson working with Tucker here. Cleanup man Lacayo at the plate as the 1-2 offering is signed by Anderson. He sets up, awaiting the pitch as Tucker takes a long look to first. Now to the plate is 1-2 offering, a fastball just a bit off the black there. About a ball and a half off the plate, evens this count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Blues looking for Tucker to at least go 4 or 5 strong in this game right here. As the pitch on the way, now the 2-2 fastball in on the hands, jammed by Lacayo as it hits off the pole, the backstop right back to Anderson. And we'll get set for another 2-2 offering here. As Grace continues to attempt to find a way to sit in these bleachers comfortably. Now she's just up and she's left. She's gone. She's given up. As the 2-2 pitch on the way to Lacayo here. Tucker's off for a fastball. This one again fought off back toward the park area, out of play. Count will hold at 2-2. So as we get set once again here, good battle forming between Lacayo and Tucker as another 2-2 offering ready to go as Cole gets the sign now to the plate. Pitch on the way, breaking ball is going to stay high. And now the count runs full 3-2. So a big pitch here. 3 balls and 2 strikes on the batter, Lacayo. A runner on first, 1 out. See what Tucker decides to go with here as he picks over and getting back standing is Thomas as he's on base after the hit by a pitch. Took a curveball off the top of his foot to get himself aboard. As Anderson working behind the plate, gives the sign, now sets up. Tucker's payoff pitch, fastball hit on the ground. The short could be too slow. Roller Stankiewicz flips to second for 1. On to first, gonna be just not in time as A tough throw by Klein there. Thomas slid in hard. Klein able to flick the ball out there accurately over to first. A little high. Lipsius reached up, made the play, but beating it out with his speed is Lacayo as he was hustling down the line all the way. So a fielder's choice allows him to reach. Thomas, victim of a 6-4 put out, and with 2 gone, Drew Cowley will hit with a man on first and 2 outs. So Cowley, the left-handed hitter, slightly open stance waits. He had the big 2-run double with 2 outs in the first inning as that fastball's in the dirt. Nice block by Anderson, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes to Cowley here. Clearly has some oppo power, so Blues need to be careful. As sure Tucker will pitch him carefully here with a man on first and 2 outs. Outfield playing a little deep, playing no doubles defense. Here's that fastball is going to be a called strike, 1-1 as Tucker spots that one nicely on the outer corner. As Cole looks and gets the sign. 1-1 count here as Lacayo leads from first. Tucker breaks to the plate, quickly breaking ball just a bit outside. Anderson tries to frame it, but can't get his pitcher the call. 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. The count on Drew Cowley here as he just waits, holds the bat on his shoulder, now picks it up as the 2-1 offering to him on the way from Tucker here. Fastball lifted foul up out of play. As Gray's going to bounce on that one. Hope she doesn't fall down the stairs in her excitement to go get the ball as it's 2-2. So 2-2 the count now. Tucker a pitch away as he sets. 2 gone in the inning, man on first as he goes to the plate. That fastball will be chopped back up the middle. Stankiewicz has it. Going to throw on to first. Going to be wide. Lipsius tries to get the tag on him, but he can't. So everyone's going to be safe. A throwing error allows Cowley to reach. So an E6 puts men on first and second with 2 outs. As Stankiewicz didn't set his feet, just kind of threw on the run. Ball flew out of his hand a little bit. Sails up the first base line. Lipsius does a good job just to corral it. Tried to get a swipe tag, but unable to do so. So now Brendan McKenzie will hit with first and second and 2 gone. So Blues not out of the inning yet as the Saints have gotten a bit lucky here with that. Blues just being half a step short on turning a double play. Then that throw pulling Lipsius off the bag as that fastball swung on and missed nothing and 1. As those 2 plays have kept this inning alive for the Saints. Blues trying to put an end to the bottom of the 3rd and complete this shutdown inning and go to the top of the 4th with this game tied at 2s. Saints trying to regain the lead after allowing it to be tied up in the top of the 3rd. The Blues grab 2 runs of their own to even this game at 2s as the 0-1 offering from Tucker on the way here. Fastball is going to be lifted into right field. Shallow is going to be a base hit. Rounding third is Lacayo. The throw coming in from right is going to be up the line, and the run's going to come in to score. So the Saints do make good with these extra chances. You can't give a team extra outs. They give the Saints a pair of them, and they make it hurt as they push a run across here with a single by Brendan McKenzie to right field. It's going to be runners at first and second with 2 gone. Dalton Ney due up, but first pitching coach Ed Gravel is going to go out to the mound and have a chat with his starter Cole Tucker as it's a 3-2 game. So just not being able to complete the double play, and then the throwing error from short gives the Saints 2 extra chances. They make the most of it by plating at least 1 run here in the bottom of the 3rd as Gravel's meeting's done out on the mound. So Dalton Ney will hit with first and second. 2 gone in the inning as Ney walked his first time up on 4 straight pitches. Later was taken off the bases by a 4-6 put out on a fielder's choice off the bat of Jacob Jenkins. First offering on the way is going to be a curveball from Tucker, a called strike, 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike on the batter Dalton Neyes. Cole breaks to the plate, this time a fastball low. Back pick to first is going to be in time. Another great play by a Blues catcher, Matt Anderson. Sinker low, picks it clean. Back picks the runner, Brendan McKenzie, at first as he wandered too far off the bag. So the old 2-3 put out ends the inning, but the Saints do get a run as we will go to the top of the fourth. It's a 3-2 Saints lead. When we come back, Blues going to look to even it up once again. Anderson's going to lead things off after that great defensive play. Blues will put the bat in his hands to get things started. As we get set, top of the fourth inning, Matt Anderson fouls off the first pitch he sees. 0-1 as Anderson ready. Now time is going to be called as Blake Beers steps off a little confused as he was already in his windup. Time granted by the home plate umpire. So 0-1. Anderson, Jones, and Lutz due up here for the Blues as they trail 3-2. The Saints responded in the bottom of the third with a run of their own after the Blues plated 2 to make it a 3-2 game here. Blues trying to tie it up as Anderson at the plate with an 0-1 count on him. Anderson struck out his first time up. Looking to make it a 500 day so far with a hit here as that fastball low blocked by Lacayo 1-1. Blues look to get their leadoff man on here. Blaine Jones behind. Anderson's been swinging a hot bat the last week or two. So we'll see if Anderson can get aboard for Jones here in the top of the fourth inning as the 1-1 offering on the way. Fastball outside, 2-1. So we're an hour into this ball game so far. Blues only trailing by a run, so hanging around. So we're still in the opening half of this game. As that fastball's going to be lined out of the reach of the outstretched arm by Drew Cowley. So a base hit for Matt Anderson as he laced that one into right field for a base hit. Looked like it was right in the sun, so Cowley, a real tough play there. As Grace Roman with an astute observation. Was it catchable, Grace? Your thoughts? It was, but he lost in the sun. Grace on top of it, per usual. She needs to be traveling with a microphone and a GoPro at all times. So men on first, nobody out. Jones at the plate is the first offering to Lane Jones on the way. Fastball swung, pulled down the line, foul, 0-1. These bleachers are a number on the back, Grace. That is a fact. As the 0-1 offering on the way. Jones ready. Right-hander Beers kicks and deals. A fastball is going to run a bit high. They're 1-1 as Cole and I are going to get a good back workout in today, just chilling on the bleachers. Just got to work on the postures. High, keep the spine stacked. Next thing you know, we'll be like 6'1" by the end of this day just from the stretching. As the 1-1 pitch to Jones on the way. A fastball swung on and missed. 1-2. So 1-2 the count on Jones here. Blake Beers on the mound looking for a shutdown inning after his club regained the lead for him with 1 run in the bottom of the third. This is 1-2 offering to Jones. A breaking ball swung on, popped up foul. It's going to be out of play down the right field line, and the count will remain at 1-2. So again with the 1-2 offering here as Blaine Jones steps back in. A slight lead over there by Anderson at first base. Not too far as the 1-2 pitch to Jones on the way. A slider swung on and missed. A good breaking ball by Blake Beers there for out number 1. So Jones is gone, and now Justin Lutz will hit. But Matt Anderson, a great job, gets the big out. Back picks the runner at first base, then comes up. Starts off the inning with a single, so a good couple frames for Anderson. Makes the big defensive play, gets the single to hopefully start a bit of a rally here in the top of the 4th inning as the first offering to Justin Lutz on the way as Lutz stands in on the plate there. He's going to pull that pitch foul. 0-1. Justin gets right up on that inside corner. Dares pitchers to beat him to the inside part of the plate. He's a pull hitter. Likes those inside fastballs that he can drop the barrel of the bat on and give rides out to right field with. As the 0-1 offering to Lutz ready here as Blake Beers to the plate. That fastball is going to be lifted to right field. If it's fair, it's gone, but it's going to be foul. As Justin Lutz just thought that one tree out beyond the right field fence just was a little too shaggy, so he just wanted to trim it a little bit. He's doing his best. He's pursuing a career in arborism when he gets done with at Pepperdine. That one's going to be a long foul ball, 0-2. Just got to trim the tree. It's a park. He's just doing his civic duty. Well done, Justin. Now, next one, keep it fair and put it through the roof of the rec center. The 0-2 pitch on the way is going to be low for a ball. Now a delayed steal. Anderson off for second base, and he's going to slide in safely as the catcher flashes the wheels with a delayed steal there. Curveball misses the zone. So a 1-2 count on Lutz, and now a runner in scoring position as Matt Anderson just takes off, rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling into second base. Gets himself into scoring position as he is doing it all for the Blues defensively and offensively. Here's the 1-2 offering to Lutz on the way. Breaking ball swung on and missed as he's out in front of that tight slider there. So back-to-back punch-outs for Blake Beers here. So there's 2 gone, and now Austin Chastain at the plate, who had a great at-bat, ended up working a walk. Coming around to score on the infield single by Jack Kuzma in the 3rd inning. So he bats here. Big single could tie the game. Chastain can get something to deposit in the outfield. The center fielder playing way back, as is right field, left field. Pretty normal depth out there. So Chastain looking to drop something maybe in shallow right center. This is the first offering to him from Blake Beers on the way here. So fastball is going to be low. Chastain checks his swing. They appeal. No go, says the third base umpire. It's 1-0. So 1-0 on Chastain here as he looks to hopefully tie this game up with a base knock. Blake Beers on the mound, trying to work for that shutdown inning. We'll see what he comes with on 1-0. Is pitch on the way, fastball low in the dirt. Nice block by Lacayo there as Anderson scrambles back to second base. Thought about running, but saw the stop sign from Chastain. Once Chastain realized that Lacayo had kept the ball in front of him. So 2 balls and no strikes to Austin here. As we'll see if Blake gives him something he can drive, as he does have first base open. As pitch on the way is a good sinker down and away, and Chastain goes after it. 2-0, comes up empty. 2-1. So nice pitch by Blake Beers there. Gets Austin Chastain to chase out of the zone on a 2-0 pitch. The count moves to 2-1. Now Blake's offering on the way as he sets at the belt. Pitch is going to be a curveball just chopped at the plate. Foul, 2-2. So now all the way back to evening a count up at 2-2 as Blake Beers on the mound as he finds himself a pitch away from being able to work around that leadoff single. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone here. The top of the 4th inning, Blues trailing by 1 as the pitch from Beers on the way here. Fastball up top, swung on and missed. Chastain down on strike, so Blake Beers gives up the leadoff single, then just strikes out the side to end the threat as we will go to the home half of the 4th. It'll be Ney, Peterson, and Jenkins, 7, 8, 9 hitters due up when we come back with Blues baseball down here in Arroyo Seco. As we get set here, bottom of the fourth inning, Dalton Ney at the plate. He takes a fastball inside 1-0. As I've given up on sitting down, I'm going to stand up for this half inning, just try to get some blood flow to the lower half of my body. I'm taking the Grace Roman approach as the 1-0 offering's a foul ball straight back to the screen, 1-1. So Cole Tucker back out on the mound for the Blues here in the home half of the fourth inning, facing the Saints bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9 due up as the 1-1 offering. Curveball hit on the ground to third. Nice play by Blaine Jones. Stays down on that one. Throws on to first in time. So the 5-3 putout retires Dalton Ney for out number 1. And now Tristan Peterson will hit. So Peterson will come to the plate. 1 gone, nobody aboard. As Peterson, the designated hitter, stands in. The right-hander waits as the first offering from Cole Tucker on the way as he kicks and deals, drops a curveball in there. Get me over 12-6 breaking balls, a called strike, 0-1. This game moving fairly along here. It's an hour, 10 minutes in. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Is that curveball once more, called strike, 0-2. So back-to-back 12-6 breakers gives Tucker an 0-2 advantage in the count here. The 0-2 offering from Tucker on the way as he kicks and deals. Runs a fastball up and in, up top, where Mama hides the Thin Mints for out number 2 of the inning as a nice fastball to Peterson there. Gets him swinging, and there are 2 gone as Jacob Jenkins will come to the plate. As it's very clear that some of these Blues interns have not heard all of my strikeout calls. As Noah Scott got a kick out of that one. Thanks, Noah. The first offering to Jenkins on the way is going to be a fastball dribble on the ground to short. Stankiewicz has it. Strong throw on the first in time. A nice inning. 3 up, 3 down for Cole Tucker. It only takes him 7 pitches to retire to the bottom of the order as the 6-3 putout ends Jenkins' at bat on 1 pitch. And we will come back with the top of the 5th. The Blues will have Stankiewicz to lead things off, then back to the top of the order in Kuzma and Charleston when we come back. As we get set in the top of the 5th inning here, Dane Stankowitz's going to lead things off. The 9 batter of the order swings and fouls the first pitch back out of play. 0-1. Stankiewicz, Kuzma, Charleston do it for the Blues here in the top of the 5th inning. They trail 3-2 as Tucker got him a big shutdown innings. He went 1-2-3 through the bottom of the Saints' order as he only needed 7 pitches to do so as that fastball misses down and away. 1-1. So Blues going to try to extract some momentum from their starter, having a good half inning. Now trying to apply that to their offense. That 1-1 pitch, a slider down and in toward the back foot of Dane as he hops out of the way of that one. 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. The count. Kuzma waits on deck. Dane trying to get aboard third base, playing back. Drag bunt could be in order here as the 2-1 offering. A fastball swung on and missed low in the zone. Looked like it might have been a sinker as it had a little extra drop to it there. And Dane takes a mighty hack but comes up empty, and the count runs even at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes on Dane here as the Blues shortstop stands in, batting from the left side as the 2-2 pitch to him. Fastball a bit low, and the count full 3-2. So a good at bat here by Dane to get things started in the top of the 5th inning. Again, making Blake Beers use some pitches. Go deep into his arsenal as he gets set for the payoff pitch now on the way. Fastball swung, hit right back up the middle. Gonna be a base hit as Blake Beers tries to snag it. He can as it bounces right over his head. And Dane Stankiewicz is aboard with a leadoff single. That's the Blues tying run, standing at first base here in the top of the 5th inning. And now Jack Kuzma comes to the plate. He's 1 for 1, had an infield single and an RBI. Ended up coming around to score on the RBI single by Brian Klein that tied the game up in the 3rd inning. So Jack bats here, the right-handed hitter out of Minnetonka, Minnesota, waits as the first offering to him. A breaking ball a bit high, back pick over to first, and the throw almost goes in to right field as Dane back easily. Nice play there as the first baseman John Thomas leaps up and snags Lacayo's back pick attempt. 1 ball, no strikes on Kuzma here. There's a right-hander warming in the pen for both teams. So we might see a bullpen game here pretty soon as we get through the 5th inning as the 1-0 offering. Runner goes fastball high, swung on and missed. Throw down to second is going to be not in time. Is sliding in safely is Stankiewicz. A nice slide there. He goes to the back side of the bag, goes feet first, gets his front foot hooked on the bag and just hangs on for dear life. So bit of a hit and run there. Kuzma chases the fastball up around his throat. Doesn't get a piece of it, but Stankiewicz does get the stolen base. So man on second, and now a 1-1 count on Jack. It's the 1-1 offering. A fastball swung on and misses. Kuzma had himself a hack at that one. Comes up empty, 1-2. Jack, soon to be Cal Poly man, getting an interesting start after Taylor was gone. Saw him icing either his neck or his shoulder. So his day was done quickly as Kuzma stepped in out there in right field. So normally an infielder getting his first chance to play some outfield of the summer here today as he's out there in right as that fastball's fouled off, and the count will remain at 1-2. As Blake Beers working here. A man on second, nobody out. The 1-2 offering, breaking ball swung on and missed. A good curveball there gets Kuzma as he's retired for out number 1. And with 1 gone, Jay Charleston will come to the plate. Charleston 0 for 2 on the day so far as he almost beat out a ground ball down the third base line. Just a step too short, getting his way down to first base as he hits here. The man on second and 1 out as Charleston's got a big chance. Base hit will tie the game. As Dane himself can run outfield, playing back center fielder for the Saints out there. Jacob Jenkins is about 1 or 2 steps off the warning track. The first pitch to Charleston's inside with a fastball, 1-0. So playing very deep in center, but granted, center field's only 364 feet to the wall. So it actually would probably be almost a normal depth if you weren't considering how shallow the wall is. Same out in right as right fielder's back as well as that fastball's fouled straight back to the screen. Charleston had himself a good rip at that one just underneath it. It's 1-1. As Jay with his speed's really looking to be able to turn on something and hit a laser down the left field line. As it's the deepest part of the park is down left field line at 374. So the 1-1 offering here. Fastball. This one is a called strike on the inside corner down at the knees. And the count moves to 1-2. But if he can turn on something down that line, that's at least a triple for Jay. As the outfielder in left playing straight up a bit in, maybe a slightly shaded toward the left center, if anything. Not just playing regular depth. There's that curveball's going to hit on the ground to third, fielded by Briggs. Throws on to first in time to get Jay as Charleston gets that one off the end of the bat. So 2 gone. Here's the 5-3 putout, retires Charleston. And with 2 gone, Brian Klein will come to the plate. Interesting that the Blues, with a man on first and not 2 strikes on Kuzma, didn't try to bunt him and then have a ground ball from Charleston maybe get him home. Instead, it's Klein at the plate here, a man in scoring position over there at second base with 2 gone. So Brian already 2 for 2 on the day, a pair of singles, 1 into right field, 1 up the middle. He has an RBI. He plated the second Blues run of the third inning as a quick mound meeting. Pitching coach comes out to talk to Blake Beers on the mound. It's a big at-bat right here between him and Klein. I doubt that they give him much as they have first base open. Lipsius on deck. Lipsius 0 for 2 against Beers so far today. So we'll see if Blake goes after Brian Klein here or simply tries to just nibble on the corners and pitch around him. As the first offering from Blake Beers on the mound is a curveball. Drops in for a strike as Klein just timing it up. Takes it for a called strike, 0-1. Brian waits. Looking for something to drive. Just needs a base hit any way he can get one. The 0-1 offering from Blake on the way. Anderson dances off second base. Now Blake steps off as Anderson getting a pretty solid lead. The shortstop, Angelo Armenia, not keeping Matt Anderson close over at second base as the 0-1 offering here. Decline in the dirt. Good block by Lacayo. Keeps it in front. It's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. The count here on Brian Klein, the Texas Tech infielder at the plate here, batting from the left side with a chance. If he can get a base hit to tie this game up, the 1-1 offering, a breaking ball. It's going to be a balk called on Blake Beers, as they say he never came set, so no pitch. And Dane Stankiewicz is going to trot down to third base. So now now a single will definitely get Stankiewicz in from third as he advances on the box. So no pitch on what a curveball that would have been strike 2. It's a 1-1 count now on the batter, Brian Klein. The 1-1 offering on the way to Klein here. Fastball swung popped up, going to be foul out of play into the Arroyo Seco bullpen. It's 1-2. So 1-2 the count here on Klein. Tying run 90 feet away, and Stankiewicz over at third base. As Blake Beers sets at the belt. Big pitch upcoming is 1-2 offering on the way. Fastball swung on and missed as Klein swings at it up and away. Unable to make contact, so a big punch out of Brian there by Blake Beers keeps the lead intact. They strand Stankiewicz, a leadoff single for the Blues, but nothing more. They're able to get him to third, but strand him there as we will go to the bottom half of the 5th. Top of the order due up for the Saints. When we come back, we're halfway through this ball game. It's a 3-2 Arroyo Seco Saints lead. as we get set for the home half of the 5th inning. Top of the order, Cameron Briggs at the plate, 1 for 2 on the day, a single and a run scored. He's also struck out against Tucker as Cole's back out on the mound. First pitch is sprayed down the right field line, foul out of play, 0-1. It'll be Briggs, Armenia, and Thomas due up as Tucker gone through this Arroyo Seco Saints lineup twice, has yielded 3 runs so far as he now kicks and deals. His 0-1 offering a fastball a bit up and in, 1 ball and 1 strike as he faces the top of the order for the 3rd time today. As Cole rocks and throws now, his 1-1 offering on the way. Fastball fouled straight back to the screen. Noah Scott right on that one, ready to catch it if it pops through the fence. Never know. It's baseball. You never know what's going to happen. The count moves to 1-2 here. That's why you always bring your glove to the ballpark. As Cole Tucker waits, his 1-2 offering on the way. The sinker down and away. Nice block as Anderson slides over, keeps it in front. Count runs to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes as the gentle, soothing hum of the lights turning on continues. The 2-2 pitch from Tucker's hit back up the middle, right through his legs for a base hit as that one goes right through the wickets. Cameron Briggs is aboard. He's clearly been playing his fair amount of croquet. It's a nice ball back up the middle there as he's aboard to get things started. Now Angelo Armenia will come to the plate with a man on first and nobody out. So the left-handed hitter stands in. Tucker looking for a ground ball here. Armenia on the day walked and scored in the first, flew out to left field. Back in the 3rd. So 0 for 1 on the day for Armenia as he stands in. Left-hand hitter with a very upright stance, slightly open. First pitch to him is going to be laced back up the middle. Charleston will let it fall for a base hit as he gets it back in. So back-to-back singles up the middle here for Briggs and Armenia. It's first and second. Nobody out. John Thomas coming to the plate as it looks like Skip might make a move to the pen here sooner rather than later after a couple pieces of good hard contact right back up the middle. Kind of shows that they're seeing Tucker well. Their 3rd time through, so Tucker's got to throw a little wrinkle into his rhythm here, whatever he's doing. Maybe go to the breaking ball a bit more as his curveball's been good today. Might want to lean on it here with first and second. First pitch is a fastball is going to be bunted foul as John Thomas squares to bunt 0-1 as he just can't get that one down. Good pitch for him to bunt a bit of fastball about thigh high away on the plate, but a bit underneath it. It's 0-1. As Cole working in his 5th inning here. First and second, nobody out. Dangerous scenario with the 3 and 4 hitters due up for the Saints as the 0-1 offering. Thomas, who squares the bunt, pulls it back. Sinker drops low, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here as Thomas stands in, the left-handed hitter. Waits as Tucker sets at the chest. The 1-1 offering on the way. Fastball well high. Anderson pops up out of the crouch to snag it. It's 2-1. As Thomas did not show bunt there, so he might be back to being a free swinging batter. So 2 balls and 1 strike here as Thomas waits. The offering from Tucker on the way. Fastball's going to be popped up, playable, left center field. Chastain over. He'll make the catch, tagging from second, but holding up is going to be Briggs, so he does not advance as Chastain able to get it back in quickly. So a fly out for Thomas, not deep enough to advance the runners, just simply out number 1. So a nice job by Tucker there to get John Thomas. Now Nick Lacayo will hit with the runners on first and second and 2 gone. So Lacayo 0 for 2 on the day. Was aboard at first, was later knocked in on the single by Brennan McKenzie as a back pick to second base, not in time as Cameron Briggs dives back in. So a big at bat here as we're halfway through this game, bottom of the 5th inning. Blues trying to keep it just a 1-run deficit as Lacayo hits. The 0-1 offering to Nick on the way here. Fastball be a call strike. Back pick to first. He's safe. A close play as Lipsius thought he might have had it. Look like a called strike on the pitch, so nothing in 2 here on Lacayo as Tucker sets. We'll see what he goes with his 0-2 offering here. Pitch on the way. Goes with the breaking ball off the plate away. Easy take for Nick there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tucker's offering on the way now. Curveball for. It's going to be a called strike 2 as scoreboard was wrong. It said 1-2. Now it's 1-2. Coleman was right. Cole, you got to trust yourself. Trust who you are as a person. Know yourself. And put that out in the world. There's your life lesson for the day, Cole. I hope you take that with you and do something spectacular. As Coleman got caught scoreboard watching. Messed himself up as a breaking ball there. Is going to be tap foul by Lacayo. Count remains 1-2 as Cole second guessed. Thought it was 0-2. He thought it was 0-1. Cole was right. Oh, it's tough for Cole. But nevertheless, it's a 1-2 count here on the batter, Lacayo. First and second, 1 gone. Blues looking for an inning-ending double play if they can get one. It's the 1-2 offering from Cole Tucker on the way here. Slider in the dirt. It's going to kick away from Anderson. He's got it. The throw down the third is in time. A great play by Blaine Jones to hang on to that ball as Anderson delivered it right on the tag. The runner, Cameron Briggs, dives in head first, collides with Jones, but Blaine able to hang on, so caught stealing there. Retires Briggs for out number 2. Angelo Armenia does get to second base, so 2 gone now. And skipper Dan Marble is going to come out to the mound. A 2-2 count on the batter, Lacayo. 2 gone in the inning, so Anderson, another put out from the catcher position here. It looks like it's going to be a full infield meeting here as Skip pulls them all in. A big pitch up coming to Lacayo. Blues trying to keep it just a 1-run game. They've had a couple chances offensively to tie the game up, but unable to push one across, so they know they'll be able to mount some offense, just trying to keep the game manageable. That 1 run looms large over there at second base in the form of Angelo Armenia, so Skip wants to make sure his defense is well positioned to keep him on the base paths and strand another runner as the meeting breaks up. The count 2-2 on Lacayo after the pitch in the dirt, but a great play by Anderson. Finds the ball quickly at his feet. Makes a strong throw. So Tucker retakes the mound here. Coleman sneezes aggressively, and now the 2-2 pitch ready as Tucker's offering on the way. A slider in the dirt. Nice block by Anderson there. Gets himself over, keeps it in front, and the count runs full 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes as Lacayo waits. Full count offering on the way. Breaking ball going to be just outside, maybe a bit high. Close pitch, but Lacayo walks. So first and second here. 2 gone, and now Drew Cowley will hit. Cowley had that big 2 RBI double back in the first inning, as he will face Cole Tucker once more. It's the first offering from Tucker on the way. Fastball a bit low there for a ball, 1-0. So 1-0 to Drew Cowley here as Tucker just a pitch away from being able to get out of this inning. The 1-0 offering to Drew on the way. His left-hander waits. Pitch on the way from Tucker. Fastball popped up, foul, out of play. Back toward the Saints bullpen, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Brendan McKenzie, the right fielder, batting 6th in the order for the Saints, waits in the on-deck circle. He has an RBI single to his credit his last time up. The 1-1 offering signed by Anderson here as he sets up behind the dish, ready as Tucker takes a look to second. Stankiewicz retreats back to his shortstop position. That fastball swung on and missed 1-2 as Dane trying to keep the runner close, then retreated back to where he needed to be defensively just in time to see Cowley take a hack and come up empty on a fastball down and away. As the count goes to 1-2. Big matchup here between the left-handed hitting Cowley, right-handed pitching Cole Tucker, as this might be Tucker's last inning of work for the Blues here. Trying to make it a 0 on the board as the 1-2 offering in the dirt. Good block by Anderson there, keeps it in front 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 gone here in the bottom of the 5th inning. First and second. Cowley waits. Now steps in. Tucker sets at the chest. His pitch on the way. A fastball in on the hands of Drew, who just fights it off to stay alive, and will reset for another 2-2 offering here. As the Blues are looking to keep it a 3-2 ball game. It's been a long, treacherous bottom of the 5th inning, but so far Tucker's been able to keep it clean. Big put out by Anderson on the runner trying to take third. That curveball's been hit on the ground to short. Stankiewicz has it's going to go down to first. Going to be in time. Inning over, side retired. The Saints threaten but do not score. We played 5 innings of baseball here at Arroyo Seco. It's 3-2. Saints lead so far, but we will come back top of the 6th. Lipsius, Anderson, and Jones ready to go when we come back. Like 250. I would expect most people to be hitting at least 1 bomb. As we get going here, top of the 6th inning, new pitcher is going to be Reed Osborne on to take Blake Beers' place on the mound. The first pitch is a strike to Luke Lipsius, 0-1. Reed Osborne, right-hander, taking over after Beers goes 5 innings, allows 2 earned runs. The first offering, or excuse me, the 0-1 offerings, a fastball cut on and miss as Lipsius had himself a hack at that one. Comes up empty, 0-2. Luke stands in. He, Anderson, and Jones do up for the Blues as they try to get that one run back to draw this game even at 3s, as Tucker did a good job in that 5th inning to dance out of trouble. The 0-2 offering on the way from Osborne. Breaking ball stays high. Good eye from Lipsius to wait on that one. Watches it in for a ball, 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here as Luke, the left-hander, stands in. Osborne, the righty, gets the sign. Now sets at the chest. Is offering away. Fastball hit on the ground to third. Briggs has it on a 1-hop. Long throw across the diamond is going to be just in time to retire Lipsius for out number 1. So the 5-3 putout sends Lipsius back to the dugout. Now Matt Anderson will hit, who singled his last time up. As Anderson's caught 2 runners one runner trying to take a base. He back-picked another one at first, so a couple blocking the ball, keeping it in front. Looking to add another hit to this fine outing from Matt here as he stands at the plate with 1 gone. In the top of the 6th inning, Blues looking for some offense as the first pitch to Anderson here. A fastball low, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes here as Anderson waits. The pitch on the way from Osborne. A fastball just a bit outside. Nice take by Matt there. 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0 on Anderson here as Osborne offers a fastball. This one low, 3-0. So Anderson with a good eye watches a couple heaters down in the zone. Next thing he knows, he's ahead in this count. 3 balls and no strikes. We'll see if he has the green light. 3-0. He stands and waits at the plate as Osborne takes a second, steps off, now digs back in on the mound here. The 3-0 offering to Anderson on the way as Osborne's fastball's right down Main Street. Matt taking all the way, 3-1. So Anderson at the plate, right-handed hitter. Behind him is Blaine Jones as the 3-1 offering from Osborne. Fastball high, ball 4, so Anderson walks. Osborne maybe trying to overthrow a bit there, trying to challenge Anderson a bit too much. Misses high with the heater there. So 1 man aboard with 1 gone, and now Blaine Jones will come to the plate. As Jones so far 0 for 2 on the day, ground out and strikeout so far to Jones. He did have a nice at-bat. Fouled off some good pitches his last time up, just ended up getting punched out on a good slider down and away. He stands in here to face Osborne for the first time as Reed takes the hill here. His first offering to Jones on the way as Anderson not running. Fastball at the knees for a called strike. 0-1 on the outer half of the plate. Anderson already stolen base today. Will he try to make it to Coleman? His roommate and our statistician, a soccer player back in his day. Maybe he's been teaching Anderson some tricks, getting him some extra speed on the bases. The 0-1 offering to Jones on the way. Fastball inside, popped straight up. It's coming right back toward us. Coleman's on it. It's going to land just short. Kicks up Coleman on a hop, and he missed it. And that was just way to move, Grace. Grace and Coleman going after it. Coleman almost breaks his ankle tripping into the bleachers, but he's got the ball. You can take that one home to Florida, Coleman. So counts 0-2 as Cole takes the ball from poor Grace. Grace has been waiting this whole time to get a foul ball. And now he's letting her check it out, maybe take it. We'll see. Coleman's like that old guy at those baseball games that catches a foul ball and doesn't give it to the kid. So 0-2 here is the pitch to Blaine Jones on the way as Reed Osborne is ready. Now is offering on the way. Anderson not running. Fastball swung on and missed. Ball in the dirt. Oh, they say Jones just gets a piece of it to stay alive. So 0-2. Didn't hear a click. So count holds it 0-2 as the ball was actually taken by one of the interns here at Royal Seco. So nobody wins. Tragic. You really hate to see it. Unlike at the Blues, where if you get a foul ball, take that one home here. You can give it right back for nothing. The 0-2 offering here, fastball high. Count moves to 1-2. For 1-2, the count here is Jones waits. The offering from Reed Osborne on the way as that slider stays well outside. Anderson scrambles back as Kyle threatens a throw over, but does not pull the trigger. Count even at 2-2. Justin Lutz waits in the on-deck circle. It's the 2-2 offering from Reed Osborne on the way. Anderson not running. Fastball poked over the head of shortstop. No, he's going to make the catch. It was a one-hopper. So nice back pedal there by the shortstop Armenio as he gets the out at second, but Jones makes it to first. It's a very high one-hop bounce. It bounced off the home plate area, actually gets all the way out, almost overshot the shortstop there for a very odd single, but Armenio hustles back, makes the play on it, flips it to second for out number 1. So that's all they get as Anderson's taken off the base paths on the 6-4. Play for out number 2. Blaine Jones reaches on a fielder's choice, so he stands at first base with 2 gone after a very high bouncing ground ball. Now the offering to Justin Lutz on the way. Fastball swung, lifted, foul, out of play, 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike here as Lutz stands in as he is definitely eyeing that short porch out in right field, I'm sure, or in center. If he can get a hold of one, he can give the Blues the lead. As the 0-1 offering from Osborne on the way, inside breaking ball, going to be a bit too far down. Count moves to 1-1. So Lutz looking for something to drive. Like we said, he leads the team in home runs. This is definitely a park where he can take one out. He's going to look for that fastball in the inner half of the plate that he can turn on and send out beyond the right center fence. As the 1-1 offering is going to be a pick over, diving back in safely is Blaine Jones. As Lutz ready. Left-hander twirls the bat. Now gets another right-hander warming up in the pen for the Saints as the 1-1 pitch from Osborne on the way. A fastball a bit low there. Good eye as Lutz lets it fall 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike here as Lutz waits. Pitch on the way. Fastball lifted foul. Lutz had a good swing at that one. Fastball toward the outer half of the plate as Justin sends it straight back, and the count even at 2-2. So Osborne definitely knows not to come inside with a fastball to Justin as he's keeping the hard stuff away, going with the breaking stuff down and in. So 2 balls and 2 strikes here as Osborne kicks and deals. Pitch on the way, fastball low. Lutz tells Jones to hold up as Kyle keeps that ball near him. And the count runs full 3-2 as we're in the top of the 6th inning. As this game, as it's been close, 3-2, was moving along. Now is kind of stagnated a little bit as the tension builds, as the game stays close as we get into the later innings of this ball game, where each and every pitch is more crucial. Runner takes off. Fastball's going to be pulled foul by Lutz. Bodied up over at first base by Casey Belt. Keeps it in front. That's showing his infielders how to do it. So we'll reset for another 3-2 offering. So Justin waits. The 3-2 offering signed to Osborne. The right-hander sets at the belt. Anderson takes off, pitch on the way. It's a fastball hammered into center field. Going back, spinning and making the catch out in center is Jacob Jenkins as Justin Lutz hit that on an absolute line, but just right at the center fielder Jenkins. He just ran back, able to get back behind the ball, makes the play. Inning over, side retired. Blues threatened but do not score. The line out to center ends the inning. So we will come back with the bottom half of the 6th. It'll be Brendan McKinney due up. We'll see if Tucker's back out there or if the Blues go to the pen when we return. As we jump back into it here, bottom half of the 6th inning, is new pitcher's going to come on for the Blues. Going to be number 28, Cameron Ziegler. As Cole Tucker goes 5 innings, allows 3 runs, 2 earned. He's able to strike out 4 Arroyo Seco Saints batters during his time as the first pitch to Brendan McKenzie is a called strike, 0-1. Cameron Ziegler on the mound here, looking to do some damage, try to keep the deficit of just 1 as it's a 3-2 Saints lead here in the bottom of the 6th as that breaking ball is going to stay inside 1-1. As Ziegler on the mound trying to provide some relief. Blues are going to look for a couple innings out of him possibly. As the 1-1 offerings, a fastball ripped into left field, and making the play is going to be Austin Chastain as that ball is just a couple steps to his right. So he just makes a break toward the line, able to pull it in. So a hard hit ball, but it finds some leather for out number 1. Now Dalton Ney, the left fielder, will come to the plate. 1 gone, nobody aboard. Ney at the plate here. He walked in the 2nd, ground out victim his last time up in the 4th inning. As he stands here, first pitch, a called strike to Dalton. It's 0-1. It's the 0-1 offering from Ziegler on the way. Fastball swung on and missed, 0-2 in on the hands. Ziegler drops that 2-seamer down and in. He's ahead in this count, no balls and 2 strikes. He's ready now. His 0-2 offering on the way. Ziegler kicks and deals. Curveball pulled foul down the third base line. Count will hold at 0-2. Cole Tucker's final line goes 5 innings, lost 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, 1 hit batter. And Ziegler on in relief now in the 6th inning. It's the 0-2 offering once more from Cameron on the way as he kicks and deals, fires a fastball, cued fouls. It might spin back fair. It's just going to stay foul as Lipsius was trying to will it back into the field of play, but the count will hold it 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes still on the batter. Dalton Ney here, the 7-hitter in the order. Tristan Peterson, the designated hitter, waits in the on-deck circle. It's the 0-2 offering on the way. Fastball swung on and missed as he throws it right by him. Dalton Ney can't catch up. Ziegler just rears back. Goes with the old number 1 for out number 2. And now it's going to be Tristan Peterson to the plate. As Ziegler on the mound, going to be a pinch hitter at the plate. Tristan Peterson's day is done. It's going to be number 32, Cooper Williams. The left-handed hitter's going to stand in here as Tristan Peterson was 0 for 2 on the day with a couple of strikeouts. The first offering here to Williams is a bit low, 1-0. So first pinch hitter for the Saints here tonight. So we're almost 2 hours into this game here. We're in the bottom of the 6th as the 1-0 offering to Williams on the way. Fastball rolled over to first base. Lipsius has it. He's just going to take it himself. Now flips it the last second to Ziegler in time. Doesn't matter. They get the out. Inning over side. Retired 1-2-3 inning for Ziegler out of the bullpen. Looks good. As we will go to the top of the 7th. 3 innings left. As it'll be Chastain, Stankiewicz, and Kuzma do up. Blues looking for 1 to tie, 2 to take the lead. When we come back, got a good one going down south here at Arroyo Seco. we get set top of the 7th inning, Austin Chastain at the plate to get things started. First offering to him from Osborne on the way. A slow roller to third. Cameron Briggs has it, straightens up, throws to first, a bit low, but dug out nicely by the first baseman, John Thomas, for out number 1. So 1 pitch, and Chastain's gone on the 5-3 putout as Briggs has been busy over there at third base tonight. As he records another out. Now Dane Stankiewicz at the plate. Dane on the day, 1 for 2. He's got a single and a stolen base. He was stranded at third back in the 5th inning. As Reed Osborne back out there for his 2nd inning of work. He allowed a walk, but nothing more. His first outing in the 6th inning. There's a first pitch fastball for a called strike, nothing in 1. Blues looking to get something going as Dane looking for his 2nd hit of the ball game. Looks like it's going to be a pinch hitter. Brandon Frazier steps into the on-deck circle for Jack Kuzma, so he'll get a chance to hit. Here's the 0-1 offering on the way to Chastain. Fastball down and away, good take. He's kind of 1-1 Stankiewicz, at the plate. The left-handed hitter is in the on-deck circle. Frazier, another left-handed bat. Waits for his chance. The 1-1 offering a bit outside. Good take there as Dane watches that one. Count moves to 2-1. Blues looking for him to find a way on third baseman. Briggs playing back. Maybe a bunt opportunity here for the Blues down that third base line. A nice manicured infield. The ball rolled true. So if you can put it down the line, it should stay. As that fastball, that was the pitch to do it with. There, down and away fastball. Dane takes it, and the count evens it up at 2-2. So bunt option most likely out the window now. The count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes, 1 gone here. The top of the 7th inning as Reed Osborne working on his 2nd inning of work. A right-hander continues to warm in the pen as that fastball is going to be just fouled off. Dane able to stay alive there, just sends it back to the screen. As Frazier retrieves the ball, flips it over to the Saints coach, doing his part. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Stankiewicz here as he waits. The 2-2 offering on the way from Osborne. A slider in the dirt. Nice take there as Stankiewicz lets it fall in the dirt, and the count runs full 3-2. So good job picking up the spin early. Saw that movement, lets it drop, and now a 3-2 count on him. We'll see if Osborne challenges him with a fastball here.